So I'm down at Kristiansund Harbour, and following the smash success, arguably, of the what kit I brought on this trip, I thought I'd do another video on like bike setup and bags and what I'm riding. Yes, I'll take you through my noble steed. I actually did a video like this in Finland a week ago, but I deleted it by accident, so I'm going to do it again. Yeah, but here goes. I guess I'll start with the bike. So it's a Pinnacle Arcos, which I got from Evans Cycles in the UK back in January. They had a sale on, and I think I paid like 690 quid, down from 950. And then, I brought it back in a box. And basically I bought it as a gravel bike so I could use it to commute to work and to get me out in the forest to see kind of if I liked it. There's actually 3 levels of this Arcos bike, like D1, D2, D3, and I got the D1, which is like the lowest, cheapest one. And basically it's exactly the same setup, the same frame, the same wheels, and so on. It's just the group set that changes. So this cheap one has just this Shimano Sora group set on it, which is 2x9, and it's actually got a 32 on the back, this biggest cog here, not a 28 like I thought. But yeah, as you maybe saw in the video that I did yesterday, the guy in the bike shop, he wasn't impressed at all with this group set and basically blamed that on the reason that it's hard to shift the front derailleur. And to be honest, yeah, I guess that's true. The less money you pay, the worse the mechanics and all that kind of thing is. And I guess that's basically the group set is possibly the most important thing on the entire bike. So yeah, maybe I should have paid more, but at the time, did I know I'd like it, etc. But yeah, I think once this summer's done, hopefully this will get me back to Oslo, but once this summer's done, then yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade, either with a new group set or just a new bike entirely. But the rest of the bike I'm really pleased with, actually. It's until the gear sort of messing about, then it's looked after me well. The tyres, so it came with 45mm tyres, which are great for in the forest, lots of grip and really rugged terrain. But obviously most of this trip's been on road, so these are 32s, and they're sort of a gravel cyclocross cum road tyre. And these have been really good, actually. They've been pretty fast, and I've never felt in danger of puncturing. When I got my puncture yesterday, that's basically because I filled them too high with air, which was my own fault. But hey ho. Here I've been wearing mountain bike shoes with these mountain bike pedals. So I shout out to John Ward and Tonya for letting me borrow these. I might give you them back one day, or I might not. But they've been quite good. And then moving up, I got these bottles from the service course in Oslo, which is like a specialist kind of gravel riding shop. I want to apologise to the guy in the shop when I bought them, Jonas, because I sort of crashed outside his shop before I went and bought them. And maybe you've seen in my videos that I've got a big cut on my left elbow, and that's because I sort of face planted after slipping on some sand and a rogue wire. So Jonas, sorry about bleeding all your shop, mate. But anyway, this is a Wahoo bolt. This is what I've been blaming when I get lost. I bought this at the start of the year, but it's actually quite an older model. It's sort of 2017, I think it came out. And before this trip, I was really happy with it, and like the Wahoo sort of interface and the app, really easy to use, and the usability is really high, which I hear is one of the downsides of Garmin's. I've never had a Garmin, so I can't compare. But all these settings, you can choose yourself. My favourite ones that I use the most are probably this one that sort of tells you where the hills are and so on, like how much you've climbed and how steep it is. And then this one's the map, I don't really like it I only have one screen with how many kilometers are on it, so otherwise you're just staring at it and kind of hoping it goes up or goes down, vice versa. And then this map though is obviously pretty basic. It's black and white, and it's fine if you're out in the countryside and there's one turn off every 200 kilometers like in Finnmark. But then if you get into somewhere like a town like this, it can be quite hard to navigate. So it's fine, this one, I think, but if I was to buy it again, I would probably upgrade to something, one of the I think the latest one's the Roam, Element Roam, which came out this year, or maybe last. And it's got like a colour screen, and the maps are sort of bigger screen and all this kind of thing. So I would probably do that if I was to buy it again. My front bag here, like the handlebar bag, this is a front loader, Topeak front loader, not the band, but I think this one is 10 litres, or is it 8 litres? One of the two. But basically this, you sort of get a duffel bag here, and then you scrumple it up at both ends, and then you basically tie it on your handlebars like this. This isn't fully waterproof. I found that things kind of get wet in there. So basically I put things in there that I don't really mind getting wet, like toiletries, my bike lock, stuff like that. This frame bag here, it's a Restrap, which is handcrafted in Yorkshire. So if it's anything like the tea bags or the people, then it's probably the best bloody thing in the world. This is the medium sized one because I'm not the biggest person in the world, so my frame's not the biggest. So yeah, I couldn't fit the large, but this medium one's actually plenty big. And so what I keep in here is, on this side, tools, spare inner, CO2 canisters, lecky tape. And then this, I've had to streamline the right hand side because of my dodgy knee, but basically this is snacks. So what we got: Snickers, a gel, a pen, fridge magnet's always handy to have, and some nuts. Yeah, something like to just pick away at in the front's quite handy here. So like a bag of dates or apricots or mango, nuts, whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of desiccated coconut in the bottom of there, which I should probably clean out, but yeah, at least the smell of petrol's gone now anyway, so not so bad. And then this thing at the back here, this is my saddlebag. This was I bought from XXL for 400 kroner. When I sort of was looking online, all the big websites like Bike Shop and Bikester, it seems that everybody in Norway had the same idea to go bikepacking this summer, so there wasn't very much stock at all. So I ended up just going to XXL and picking this up. And for 400 kroner, I was actually pretty pleased with it. Yeah, I think it's 10 litres. You attach it here. But then obviously, well, maybe you saw in one of the videos that I was putting too much stuff in it, and this basically swung out and like was rubbing on my wheel. So it's burnt a hole in there, and it's burnt a hole through the airlock. So this thing and the one on the front actually both have airlocks, so you can kind of squidge it down as tight as you can. But I didn't realise that, and I guess through experience you kind of learn how to pack stuff better. So yeah, I've been putting more and more stuff in the front here and less in the back. So I have food at the bottom here, which is kind of heavier, and then I just have sort of clothes, like my normal clothes, and like my gloves and my rain jacket maybe in here. So yeah, you can't, over the course of the trip, I've sort of started putting, things have moved from the back to the front. But yeah, there's plenty of room with these bags. I could take way more with me if I wanted, but this has been pretty much all I've needed this trip. So yeah, that's just about it. Maybe you found that useful or interesting, maybe you didn't, but yeah, off you go.